I was gonna kind of show my curls out a little bit, but I want to let the leave-in soak in a bit with the oil that I put on my scalp and around the edges, and then I'll style it later on. So, me and my very much randomness and everything that has been going on, my fams, I realized a few things. First thing I realized, I forgot to do a video that I do every year because it pretty much lets me know during this year's journey what did I discover, what's going on with my hair, all of that. So I should have did 2 weeks ago, but you're getting it now. I'll upload it, make it pretty. It is what it is. And then after this, I have one more video. So good evening, good morning, hello, my subscribers, my fams. Welcome, new people. Hi, how you doing? So this video is going to be about my 7 years as a natural. I don't think I had one the first year because wasn't in the best headspace. I had forgot about recording. I was the whole first year I transitioned, I wasn't in my own space and I was not alone or didn't have the alone time. So what I mean by that is, and it was kind of rough. Went through a bad breakup, miscarriage, was homeless for a little bit. So I just pretty much explained that videos ago. But and then there's a second year natural, which I have starting from there. Then there's like the third year natural, the fourth year, the fifth year, sixth year. So now this brings me to the seventh year. Quick little backstory. So with everything that's been going on this year, it has been rough. Yes, I have been keeping up with most of my routines. It has been challenging because earlier this year when we was in the apartment that we moved out of, I don't want to say I hate people because that's not me, but I will say I deeply disdain that apartment and everything that we went through in that apartment, from horrible management, meaning the lady is gone, she's been fired, but still, we still went through. When your assistant manager is rude, nasty, I can't. Not only that, the back and forthness, the harassment, and it didn't even have to be me, just blatantly lying in court and lying about certain things. And we had to move to keep the peace. Now we're trying to find a decent apartment that's not going to be drama and hectic, where we can just have a decent, good experience. It was a lot. So that's what I mean when I say, and then looking at so many apartments here, trying to find the one, and then they want so much. And it's like, wait a minute. We have to make 3 times the rent, which I do, but then you want extra. It's like, wait a minute. When I have a stable job, side hustles, two extra side hustles, and a stable job, and still, it's just, I know if I was in Texas, I could get an apartment like that, especially if I was still in Houston. It wasn't as difficult. Here in North Carolina, especially in the Raleigh Durham area, they be wanting too much. And they have all these extra ridiculous requirements. And then since COVID has happened, it's been more difficult, but I know the right one is coming. Maybe I'm, how can I say this without it going all over the place? The right one's coming. Maybe not right now, but it'll happen soon. I'm hoping before Christmas because hotel living is not easy. And keeping up with a hair routine and then going through doing my extra side hustles and working, and then family life hasn't been the best, and then with all of this turmoil between all of that, and then family getting, not my friends that are like family to me, my actual family, getting on my last nerves, trying to drive me cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Ugh, trying to keep it together mentally, dealing with some of them. Oh, child. I would say if I have things I need to work on, which I know I do, and I've kind of like nitpicked and took and looked and assessed what I do have to work on, and it was a lot, then I know I'm trying not to cuss, but I gotta let it out. I gotta be real. I know damn well all of the asses better look at themselves. I am not God. I can't judge nobody. I try not to. Okay. I try. The only way I would ever judge you or anybody is if you judging me. Because they always say when you start judging other people, you better be point and start pointing the fingers. You better start pointing some fingers back at yourself and look at yourself, like self-reflection and all of that. So it's been a lot that has happened. Somehow my hair during this 7 year journey is still thriving. I have, for the, I'd say like 80% or 75 to 80% so far, have kept up with. I do know I need to do a trim within the next week or two. I can't get around that. It is what it is. And I'm gonna have to do that. But I've used some strengthening products since I last trimmed my hair, and like a bond builder to keep it, or possibly two. And there have been some days when I didn't even twist my hair, like I've let my sister twist it, and then there have been some days when I've twisted my hair, and then there have been days when I just wore the fro out or the curls and let it just rock on, fro up and shrink if it wanted to, or just wore my hair, my curls loose, and I didn't twist it, and I just wore it out and just kind of put oils. So it varies. And I've just been letting my natural hair, since we've been in a hotel, do what it wants to do. Haven't put any wigs on in these past 4.5, almost 5. You could tell, child, I'm ready to get in the apartment. Just let it breathe, let it do what it wants to do. It has grown some. Some parts have grown longer than others. Some parts, I'm like, just please. I do notice the heat damage that I had gotten earlier in the year. I'm not sure if it was June or if it was in February. Don't quote me on that. I did not. I don't believe. I have, when I say it's been a lot these past few months, I don't think I straightened my hair this year. I might still be trying to recover from last year. So that's why I say I mostly have just blown my hair out to trim it. But I know last year I had some heat damage, so I did not do, in my recollection, uh, recogni- you know what I'm trying to say, in my memory, off the top, off the dome, I don't remember straightening it this year, like with a straight flat. I know I did last year. I don't think I did this year because it's been so much that's been going on, dealing with apartment drama, and then work has been living in my face. Yeah. And between door dashing, side hustle, lifting, side hustle, which I miss lifting, I do. Because I'm constantly on the move and constantly, constantly, constantly. Because that money would come in quick, it would come in fast, and then it would help pay little extras, and you know. Haven't did that in about a month, so just I probably will have to get back into it sooner rather than the later. Maybe in like the next 2 or 3 weeks. But the apartment, that's the first thing I want to do. And then get a one car for door dashing, which I have one primary car, which had to have some repairs. Trying not to be too stressed. And then another car, the other car Gave that back because the battery was corroded on the primary car that was being used for lifting. So I have my car that I own, which is getting its maintenance and proper repairs. The other car, I was in the process of owning it, but they lied about the true value. They lied when they battery was corroded, the tires, the gas, the AC. It was like a money pit. So gave that back. Somebody else got it at the financing place. They discovered all the same problems that I had, but worse. It did them worse than what it did me. Let's just say they tried to tell me the value of the car was one price. I was paying a certain set price per month for that car. Well, they lied to them worse than they lied to the second person. And they went up on what the value was and went up on their car payments completely. And then they had even more issues than I had. The AC was worse. They had a wheel alignment issue, which it was minor with which I let them know, hey, yes, there is a wheel alignment issue. The tires be popping like crazy. I don't know what put new tires on it, but put new good tires on it. I don't know what all the issues was with the next person that got the car. My brother-in-law saw them with the car and he was able to pinpoint certain issues, but then they were also able to pinpoint certain issues they noticed with the car. And we was like, please take it back. It is not worth it. You will be forever spending. It's a money pit. Every time you turn around, it's going to be a problem after problem after problem after problem. It's just not it. And if I didn't replace that battery because it died, stalled, then they eventually would have had to. So learn a lesson from that. Then I will take my brother-in-law with me because it was just me and my sister when we went. We'll definitely take him when we look to get another car. Because we are going to need 2 vehicles. So my one car that I own doesn't have the wear and tear. That's why it's being repaired. And with all of that stress, I know I forgot some things. My hair concoctions that normally I would have did that probably would have my homemade pre-poos. That's what I meant by hair concoctions. Haven't had a time. I have not. Sorry, I haven't been pre-pooing in about a good month since the fiasco with the car. So I've slacked on that, slack on trimming, and somehow my hair is still growing. I am going to definitely need to pre-poo again, start back, and trimming again. But that's just me being honest, real, letting y'all know. This has been quite an emotional roller coaster. And especially dealing with family, I think between the car shit, living in a hotel, and family, and then work, it's just been like, please. Like, not my friends, just like family, like my actual family. They always do the most. There are some people in my family that I really do love and care for. Then other people in my family, my actual family, like I can't believe I'm related to that person. Like, are you serious? You so judgmental, like you've never made a mistake, like you just always did everything right. And you just always go up and somebody could just tell you something about me. Like, oh, da, 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 da. And it could be a couple people. And you'll just automatically believe them before you even have a civilized conversation with me and try to hear the truth. I can't rock with you on that. And to stress me out on top of everything that I'm going through, can't rock with you on that. And to just always think you're right no matter what, can't rock with you on that. I'm sorry, I can't let anybody stress me out when I already have anxiety. And work tries to. And work and certain things that we going through in life tries to. So then family want to add more, try to add more stress and pressure. I don't think so. I'm not having that. I got to draw the line somewhere. I can deal with work because I have to have a job and I'm able to function when I get off work. It's like, okay, got to do life shit. And so I'm at peace when I am able to sleep, make videos, when I'm talking to y'all, my subscribers. Like, it really gives me a sense to get my thoughts together. And when I do my hair, it is one of the most relaxing feelings in the world. I love when I'm able to just do my hair and have it looking the way I want it to. Like, that really soothes me when I'm going through things. So I say this to say it has been quite a interesting 7 years natural journey. This year has been rough, not just for me, it's been rough on everybody. And when I tell you, this year is not for the weak, just this year alone, it ain't. So I see some pieces of my hair. I'm surprised my hair is still thriving in all of the chaos of this year, from the apartment bullshit, family, all the extra work that they threw on not just me, but my entire department unit in the medical field. Like, they threw so much shit at us. It's like, please do not have us intake or have to learn anything damn else. Because there is a department that is below, there's a step below me. I used to work in that other department, and they threw a lot at them. That they even like, huh? What? We gotta know that too? Yes. And then they threw the most work because it's like a ping pong effect from the department that was below me, and then the department that's above me, and then the apartment that's above them. So you got the pharmacist throwing work. Then you got the other department that I used to work in that was a step up throwing work at us. Okay, then you got the department that's below us throwing work. And then my department is like, we're getting it from 3 different angles of everybody throwing work on top of us. Like, we're going to be doing all of this. Which I understand the people that is slightly under my department. I understand them throwing work at us because they have had to do way more than they normally would too. So I'm not mad at them. The pharmacists have had to do way more than they normally have had to do too. The department that is a step above me, I hate to say it, it seemed like they is lazy. Like, they're getting off easy. In the medical field, it's not always easy. It can get hectic. And with all the mistakes that I've been seeing in that department, I'm like, you have it so damn easy. My department has it the hardest because we doing all the damn work. It's a back and forth tug of war. You sent it to us wrong, we fix it, or we get what's needed. You say we need this, we get it. We're like, okay, we got what they asked for. Pharmacist gets it. They're like, nope, you still ain't right. Well, this is what we got. Yeah, but they were wrong. So you really need this. Then we got to go back, fix it, and then send it back. So that's been a lot. So much work has just piled up. And I'm still surprised my hair is thriving. What I've noticed, I've done less and it's still growing. So sometimes I need to do more, sometimes I need to do less. I kind of guess I'm in my lazy hair routine and don't give a damn because it's been that stressful. I want to get back to oiling. How I would like my scalp massages. I've slacked on that too. It's been so much. But I've stuck to mostly the basics. Like, I've washed, conditioned, deep conditioned, leave in, styled, maybe oiled here and there, and that's it. No. I need to get back to oiling my scalp. Oh, or if I'm not gonna oil it, grease it. I need to get back to sealing after I style. I seal in my leave-in, but sometimes I might need a little extra because this winter is gonna get very, very cold. So I've been able to get away from that during the warmer, but I gotta get back. But I have to diligently now get back on the sealing the ends after I style it because this weather here is doing what it wants to do. And also, I wasn't feeling the best either these last few weeks, so that's why I was kind of slacking as well. My pre-pooing, definitely need to get back to that. I was able to somewhat get away with it because some of the products had so much slip that I can kind of get that shed hair out in the shower, or if the styler had that much leeway, get it out before and then get the rest out in the shower. I also need to get back to my trimming. So those are three things that I need to do. And I'm going to get to it because I want the best hair for me next year. Oh, and protective styling, that's something that I have gotten somewhat away from, but I will get back on the ball with doing that. I just it's been interesting this year as going through all of that. So my 7 year hair journey there's been some highs. There's been some lows. There's been some hell no's. And there've been some in betweens, but I can't really be mad because I haven't how can I say it? There've been some products that I did not like. There've been some products I absolutely loved. It's just been a rough year, but somehow my hair is still thriving in the chaos. And it's even shocking me. Like, I expected to be bald headed with all this chaos this year. I still got hair. It's two things, God and a miracle. Or you can put them both together however you want to. So that's it for my 7 year natural hair journey. I know next year is going to be even more interesting because it always seems to be interesting each and every year. But we're going to call this the rough 7 year itch or 7 year journey. One of the roughest because when I look back at my 3 years natural, oh, those curls were gorgeous. But I know I can tell my hair has grown way more because some of the curls are looser. So I can tell that. But I'll talk to y'all later because I think they on their way back. My people that's like family to me. But if they not, I'm gonna hop into the next video. Love y'all, my fams. And if you got any hair journeys y'all want to share or what's going on, let's get it. Let's talk about it.